Hi, this is Paul. I wanted to make a video about, I guess, the Democrat response to President Donald Trump's, joint meeting with the Congress that happened this past week. Of course, they gave a weak response, a terrible response, and that's why I definitely feel Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, but especially Hakeem Jeffries, definitely need to be replaced. I mean, they're just really, and I really got even more mad at Hakeem Jeffries when I think he said in a press conference that Republicans hold all the levels of powers and they can't do anything. Just again, just a defeatist attitude to me. And every time I hear him speak, it sounds like he's making a speech like he's running for class president, where he sits there and he tries to enunciate every word, and it just says a bunch of nothing, okay, and a bunch of platitudes, like some mess, that some campaign manager told him to write, a bunch of buzzwords and stuff that he says, and he's just, I'm sorry, he just comes off as incredibly weak, okay, incredibly weak, and they're probably not going to replace him at all, probably, even if the Democrats win the House, in which I think they have a good chance of winning, just because of all that screws up that Donald Trump is going to really screwing up the economy, all the chaos that he's causing. I think they are going to lose the House, the Republicans. But Hakeem Jeffries, to me, is just a weak leader. They're going to probably win the House by default because of all these horrible Republicans, plans that they're trying to get through and trying to cut Medicaid and all that other stuff, and letting Doge and Elon Musk frying federal workers, all of them trying to do this to try to supposedly save money so they can give their rich buddies tax breaks. But Hakeem Jeffries is just incredibly weak. And Representative Green, who's the only one that stood up and actually, got in Donald Trump's face, okay, he gets kicked out, and the other Democrats just sit there and don't do anything. Okay, they hold up signs like they're in an auction. Lie or whatever it said on their stupid, like they're sitting in an auction. That's an absolutely horrible response. The proper thing that they should have did is Hakeem Jeffries is when they, went to throw out Representative Green out, they should have all gotten up. He should have, as the leader of the House, I'm sure Chuck Schumer is sitting somewhere next to him. They should have said, you know what, let's all leave, okay? And got up and let them two be the last to leave until all their members, stand up, and let's go. And everybody march out, okay? And then I would turn around to Donald Trump and give him the two-finger salute, okay? And then continue to walk out, okay? But no, they didn't do that. They sat there like little kids, okay? And at an auction and raising their little cute, the stupid, little opera car, that they, the things they gave, the little fans that they give you when you go to an auction. That looked absolutely pathetic, okay? Absolutely pathetic, okay? And also, and what really got my goat, and really shows you just how Hakeem Jeffrey has no control over his caucus at all. 10 Democrats voted with the Republicans to censor Representative Green, okay? And that is an absolute shame that they did that, okay? And that is just absolutely lunacy, okay? And the fact that these 10 did that just goes to show you that Hakeem Jeffries has zero control over his caucus, because there's no way in the world, if you're the leader of that House caucus, that you should have made sure all your members were never going to vote to censor him. Okay, not that their censor means much of anything anyway, but the very fact that what's her name, Margot Taylor Greene, her and Lauren Boebert, remember they were yelling at Joe Biden when his State of the Union address. Okay, and nothing ever happened to them. They weren't thrown out. They were wearing their MAGA hats and shirts and all that stuff, and which is against the rules, but they did it anyway, and nobody threw them out. Okay, and again, the fact that Hakeem Jeffries, you had 10 members of your own caucus vote with the Republicans to censor one of the representatives that was actually standing up for the people, okay, telling Trump to his face that, you do not have a mandate, okay? You don't have a mandate to cut Social Security and Medicaid and whatever else you're going to try to cut to give your rich buddies a tax break, okay? That's what, and I was really proud that he was the only one apparently with some guts to do that, okay? I know some members didn't go, and I think some members walked out, but the very fact that all of them should have walked out, and I was one of the ones in the favor of them not showing up at all, okay, or just getting up in mass as soon as Donald Trump gets ready to speak. Let's all get up in mass and walk right out, just to show him that we're gonna be fighting you all the way. Okay, you're not gonna get a clean sail through this just because you have the Republicans on your side over there. You're never gonna have one of us switch to your side, just to show that unity. But obviously, it wasn't done because, again, like I said, Hakeem Jeffries to me is just a very weak leader. Okay, I'm sorry, he is. He's playing. He's very weak. Him and Chuck Schumer, this very, very weak. Excuse me. And it's embarrassing. And those 10 Democrats that voted to censor, they should definitely be primary, all 10 of them. And I'm definitely most ashamed of Josh. I think his name is Josh Moskowitz, the representative from Florida, who I've seen on numerous occasions, go at Republicans. But the fact that he voted to censor Al Green, I'm done with him too. I'm done with those 10. Okay, all 10 of those Democrats should be primaried. Okay, and that should be held against them. The very fact that they didn't stick together. Okay, and I know all these supposed Republicans are going, oh, it was the decorum. And oh, please shut up. Okay, you have these meetings where all these Republicans. Remember Nancy Mace threatening somebody Jasmine Crockett to go outside and all this. Spare me about the lessons in decorum, Mike Johnson. Spare me the BS. Okay, with that. Kill that noise, okay? Nobody's believing it, nobody's having it. And Donald Trump does not deserve any decorum or respect, okay? So spare me the BS. But I'm sorry. I just think that they need to be replaced, and I don't think they will, because they still have that stupid belief. And especially what happened, I think, a couple of months ago when AOC was trying to run for one of these leadership positions on one of the committees, and basically Nancy Pelosi from her hospital bed got up to basically ensure that Jerry Connolly, I think that's the representative, he's an older guy, that he has a cancer right now, he has terminal cancer, to make sure because of his seniority that he would lead that, I forgot which committee it was, but that's the whole problem, okay? These Democrats are trying to play by some sense of rules when the Republicans are definitely not, okay? They're letting Trump run amok, they're not committing any oversight. I saw before when they tried to bring up the fact that they wanted to subpoena Elon Musk and Doge officials to come in. The Republicans killed that in the committees, and so the only recourse they have is to try to gain back the House, and then they can have these, they can issue these subpoenas and stuff, and slow Trump down. Okay, because I just, again, like I said in other videos, that Trump is it's gonna take us years to get over the damage that Trump is gonna cause in these next 4 years, and I'm hoping he doesn't last 4 years, but unfortunately, I think time is not on our side. And unfortunately, but I hope, again, like I said, that they do win the House back. I think it's a long shot for the Senate, but at least win the House back, so that way they can introduce legislation to try to subpoena and to try to stop Trump's agenda. Exactly, and just enough of this being weak. And again, Hakeem Jeffries, I'm sorry. I think he has no spine, no backbone. He doesn't control his caucus. Doesn't have them in line. And the next thing is going to be the debt ceiling thing. And see what the Republicans are doing. That they're trying to gather all their ducks in a row and get their really conservative members on board with this spending that they're going to do. They're going to do spending and stuff, and a few cuts and stuff. And they're trying to get. And right now, Mike Johnson's going around trying to get them all together because he knows that he can't afford to lose any members, because the Democrats, I think, are going to vote to shut it down, okay, and which they should do, okay, but it won't make a difference if these Republicans all go along with it, which they more than likely will, to appease Trump, because they're all afraid of Trump, okay, but you got to have somebody fighting for you. You got to have, you feel that your leaders are fighting for you, and I do not feel that way with Hakeem Jeffries, okay, I just don't feel that energy that he has and the moxie. I heard him say something the other day, earlier today, when they said, because I think somebody was trying to bring up one of the GOP reps to talk about kicking Al Green off the committee, one of the committees that he's on and stuff, and Hakeem Jeffries talking tough, like behind the scenes, talking about he's gonna that's not gonna happen, and that he has some, basically intimating that he has some dirt on this representative who's tried to bring that fact up. But I'll believe it when I see it, okay? It's nice to talk tough behind the scenes, but I want to see you on camera, okay, in these Republicans' faces, demanding action and doing something and actually keeping your caucus together. And the very fact that you had 10 members from the Democratic Party vote with the Republicans to censor Representative Green, it's a shame. It really, and again points out how weak that Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer are, because there's no way in the world you should have 10 members of the House voting along with the Republicans to censor Al Green, which is really a shame. And again, I know the paper doesn't mean much of anything, but if it was me, Green, because I know you got to sit up in the well while I think Mike Johnson reads the charges, whatever, and these Democrats was up there singing "We Shall Overcome," spamming the BS. Okay, what is that going to do? Okay, you should have did something the night Trump was there and in your face to really make a statement. Okay, you should have all just got up and walked out right in front of him. Just got up and marched right out. Okay, and just and let them and just and again, I would have gave Trump the 2-finger salute on my way out. Okay, just to let them all know that's how I feel. And I would have gave all of them as I'm watching up the aisle. I would have gave all of them that the 2-finger salute as well, just to let them know that we're going to be fighting you. You're not going to cakewalk through your destruction of this government. We're going to fight you. Okay, and that's what we need. You need fighters. Okay, and that's why these weak Democrats are just killing us. Okay, and again, that's why I think Max Forrest, AOC, Jasmine Crockett, Chris Murphy. You need people that are fighters, that people that actually call the Republicans out on their crap, okay, and call them out to their faces. That's the type of leaders. You don't need these passive leaders like Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries. I'm sorry, he's just not it. Okay, and I'm praying that they win the House back and able to do something. But again, Hakeem Jeffries, I mean, to me, he's just an example of weak leadership, and I don't think you're gonna get any. You can't get that far with him, okay? Because unless he changes his approach, okay, or something, or at least if you can't do it, Hakeem, at least put out your surrogates, your other members, so they can call the alarm, okay? And like I said, people like Jasmine Crockett, ALC, they know their stuff. They're smart, and they can't be. And they're not intimidated by these Republicans at all, okay? And they call them out on their crap, which is what you should be doing, Hakeem Jeffries. You should be calling them out on their crap every day, okay, and fighting for the people. And that's why people are not taking you seriously, because they think you're weak, okay? People holding up signs like an auction while the president is telling lie after lie after lie is not impressing anybody, okay? It's not getting anybody on your side, okay? You need fighters, okay? And that's what you need. And I hope they come to this realization rather sooner than later, but they're stuck in their traditions. So that's why I think Hakeem Jeffries will still, he'll still be Speaker of the House. Or the minority, he'll still be in the minority. Even if they win the majority, he's still going to be weak. Okay, you need a fighter. You need somebody again like Max Frost, Jasmine Crockett, AOC to get out there and get your message out. Okay, and not kowtow to Trump. Okay, and appease him. Okay, and again, voting those 10 Democrats. Again, that was another weak move. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, going against your own membership, and again, the very fact that Hakeem Jeffries didn't stop it from happening. Okay, just shows you again how much of he's not in control of his faction, and he's going to get rolled. Okay, and it really is a shame, and I'm hoping that somebody comes up with something and pushes them out. Like I said, they're not going to do it because they like to stick to their traditions and stuff, and they're not going to do it. But if I had a vote, I say, Hakeem, you're a nice guy, okay, but have a seat. It's like a manager coming in to get a reliever, get the starting pitcher out of this. Thank you for giving me 5 good innings, okay, but you lost it. You lost something off your fastball, okay. We want to maintain the lead. Let's get out of there. So that's what's going to happen. Hello? What? What? Okay, wait, I'll be. Anyway, sorry about that. So yeah, that's what I just think with this weak leadership, it's almost like I said, the people are mad and righteously mad, but the Democrats have to show that they have to show more fight. They can't having these weak responses, and that's why again I said they should have not showed up at all, or show up and then as soon as Trump started speaking, get up en masse and walk out. That's what they should have did. That would have made more of a statement, okay, than holding up signs like you're at an auction, okay, and just looking weak and then not walking out when Representative Green got thrown out and you're not walking out with him and you're just watching him walk out and letting the Republicans, jeer at him as he's leaving. That was such a weak move. And again, Hakeem Jeffries, you look so weak just letting that happen. Okay, you're supposed to be in control of your caucus, but the very fact that you do nothing says everything. Anyway, let me know what you think about these soft Democrats. They're soft. There's no other word to say. They're really soft. And unless they do something different in the next couple of months, hopefully by the midterms, they get off their behinds and actually have a battle plan, a strategy to do something. Anyway, let me know what you think in the description, in the comments down below. I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. Also have a link to my main channel, Trepacer, as well. Also have a link down below to my Patreon. Again, Patreon's on $5 a month, over 200 videos, 5-minute preview clips of all the content that I have there. Okay, follow the link. It'll take you to my Patreon page. Also have a link down below to my merchandise store. As you can see, I'm wearing my baseball shirt. Well, no, it's not my baseball shirt. It's more of a t-shirt with my logo on it, Trepacer. Thank you, YouTuber Jay, for designing this for me. I sell hats, t-shirts, mugs, sweatshirts, hoodies, water bottles for men, for women, unisex. Follow the link. It will take you to my store. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Paul saying so long and take care.